Hey guys, welcome back. I don't know what we're calling this stream. We're doing a little collection maintenance. I've had this stack of binder pages on my desk for way too long. Let's see if we can get everything up and running here. Looks like Twitch is working. Stream Elements is in there. See how long it takes to add itself to the old YouTube. Welcome in. Alright, we got some fancy new gadgets. We can take a look at our Pokelector here. We're going to go through basically. This is sort of a collection that I traded for. Sam traded me. So I'm going to go through. I'm going to pick out the ones that I need for the collection. So I can get this giant stack. The giant stack from the thumbnail. We got Drew. Always #1 mod. Always first to be anywhere and everywhere. I guess if he's used to PK, then everything else is a cakewalk for him. Ultra says, I heard part 2 cleaning up a TikTok shower. I don't know if anyone can clean up that shower. You might have to burn it at this point. The YouTube has been weird. We got the Rashta tunes playing, but they've been sketchy. I don't know if I had too many YouTube tabs open, but like sometimes YouTube gets mad at you if you're playing YouTube tunes. We do have permission from Rashta, so thank you to them for that. This is a new one actually. All right, let's go through. So basically we're gonna click on these bad boys and we're gonna go all the way through. We're gonna check which ones we need. We're gonna sleeve them up. And basically just we're gonna shoot the shit. If anyone has questions, topics to discuss, anything other than fast food and what you would eat for fast food for the rest of your life, I don't think we can do that anymore. I think Basic Trainer has that locked down. Joshua says, no, you were not cleaning the shower. It's probably in your own best interest for your health and everyone else. All right. So basically we're going to be looking down below here. Pokelector, not exactly ideal on the old variant side of things. Not all of them are added. We do have, it'll say like reverse holo down here, even though the picture of it isn't there. That's what we're looking for. We're just going to go through until we hit one that we don't have. Beautyfly, we got the Cascoon. Looks like we're doing pretty good on this set. I think I opened a few boxes, and I was also buying collections back then, which I would highly advise if you're trying to make collecting affordable. That is definitely the way to go. I haven't really thought this through in terms of where I'm going to put the pages when I'm done with them. I guess it could have been a little bit more planning gone into this. Also, if my desk was as cleaned off as possible, that would probably help. So we don't have a Fletchender. We have the Talonflame in excess, which is unfortunate. We're gonna have to find one of those. We do need the Articuno, the baby Articuno here. Most of these are in pretty good shape. They just barebacked them into the binder pages here, but I believe that the individual that Sam got these from was just straight putting everything in the binder pages, which kind of goes to show. Cards are pretty resilient. As long as there isn't dirt on them, I would still penny sleeve everything in existence that has foil on it, but maybe that's just me. Sector Alpha says, hi Rattle, are you ever going to make the video of showing your Pokelector collection of what Pokemon trading cards you got from base set to current set? And if we can help you with them. So I was hoping that PKMN.GG would have like variants added a little bit better than what they have now. And the ability to show other people your collection. So like if they ever add that, that would be like the ideal method. Also just got to make sure that I'm like fully up to date on stuff, because I don't want people to like go through and check for stuff that I need. But all right, let's keep them in order too. Seems like a good idea. Oh, we need, and we gotta check, and we should check them off. So I guess if they add those features like the reverses and the ability to show other people your collection, right now with PokeLector, if I want to show somebody my collection or want to give them access to it, I basically have to give them my login details. And then if they're not familiar with it, they might click something like select something or unselect something. Or there's even worse, there's like a button that you can press and it completely unchecks or checks all, which is not a good time. Finderan's wondering about the sleeves. I use a KMC Perfect Fits. I do have, for anyone that absolutely needs them, the Dragon Shields. There's a discount code for that now, and if you take the link, it supports the channel. I do have a link tree that's right on there on the chat there up at the top and in the description. So basically, the first stuff on here is all going to be like discount codes and certain stuff that you can click on before you shop in order to support the channel. I'd much rather you do that. Yes, it might be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it's kind of like a nice free way if you're going to buy stuff anyway to support the channel. So bookmark that if you can. There's some good discount codes on there. We get the 5% on Troll and Toad. That's pretty key, pretty clutch. Gonna be buying. Oh, I have a buy order coming in. Should be here anytime now. So we'll do like a mail day stream. That'll probably also be this week. So maybe we'll have 2 streams, 3. It's been too long since we've done a stream. All right, we got the reverse Wingle. We got the Pelipper. We have the Pikachu. Voltorb, Electrode. This one might be a little bit less exciting than some of the other ones because we have most everything. I think Flashfire's next after this. They're not necessarily in any order, but it's a lot of black and white and X and Y. Sam says these look familiar. Yes, Sam, we're finally going through them. I did go through and swap out any of the ones that were upgrades in terms of like condition wise. Sometimes these older reverses have like print lines or scratches on them from the factory, or even if they were lightly handled. We got we got this Natu, we got that Natu. We got the Xatu. Yeah, finally gonna get these off. They're not on my desk, but they're on the desk next to my desk, my side desk, if you will. So it'll be nice to go through these, check them out. Maybe if there's some other people that are putting sets together, see if they need anything. We got the Bayonet here. Every time people see, I think especially the people that weren't around for them, every time they see these like full art or like 2/3 art cards, they're always like, man, those are sick. I think if they did it on like, it'd be kind of cool if they did all of the reverses just kind of in an extended art instead of having reverses. Make them foil still, but Pack Fresh, yeah, Pack Fresh, barebacked into the old binder pages. But yeah, nice to fill in the gaps. And easier to just kind of trade for everything. And even though some of these sets I do have the vast majority of the reverses, some of them not so much. Especially the black and white. I never opened. I don't think I've ever opened black and white. Most of it was like not in existence anymore, or not very available. All right, we got the Galagar. Shuppet card. Yeah, the Shuppet's pretty cool. Barnacle. We need a Halucha. Sector Alpha says, Rattle, do you have the Pokemon Play Hollow variant cards, including the energy cards with the logos? Which ones? I just recently got the playstand ones from Call of Legends. I got those when I was in Charlotte. We need to do another stream for those. I need to do a slab cracking Kraken stream, Crackfest 2024. So I have some of these. I need to put these together and start like a checklist for these bad boys, but also these ones, the play promo Call of Legends stuff. Those are pretty cool. These bad boys here, we got them in CGC. I accidentally got 2 of the fire energy. If anyone needs one, that's up for trade. I'm not sure if I'll crack. I'll probably crack. Maybe I'll crack one and sell it raw anyway. I don't think it adds any value to have it in a CGC 8. It'll just be easier to... Unless there's anyone out there that's collecting CGC 8 energies. I haven't heard of that person, but I'm sure that they might exist. Bought the raw one. Alright, we need the Absol, but not the reverse. We got the Jirachi. Jirachi's always so happy. I don't know, you might be is there a happier Pokemon than Jirachi? Has there ever been? Has there ever been? Will there ever be a sad Jirachi? We got love on the Twitter, in the Twitter chat. I don't know how well Twitter's working. It's kind of running like crap for me, but I don't know if that's just on my end. Maybe it looks better on mobile. Not totally sure. Got the multi-stream going, for anyone that's wondering. We're on the YouTube, we're on the Twitch. For anyone that has Amazon Prime, if you can slap me once a month with a Twitch Prime, it's free to do so. Also another way to support the channel without costing you any dollarinos. Appreciate everyone that's been going in there and doing that. It doesn't automatically refresh. You have to like manually do it 30 days from whenever you use it. But I guess we haven't been streaming lately either. Too many videos to make. Basic, you're still awake? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm sure everyone's in 2024 now. Congratulations, we made it. We made it into the Pokemon returning to normal era. Hopefully. The boring era. The real Pokemon fans that are here to stay. All the Walmart flippers. The people that were here for the tendies. They're probably gone now. Basically, you're just not going to sleep at all? You didn't even have a nap or anything? You crazy? Metacritic says, what is your favorite era? In terms of like TCG? Or like favorite era in general? I like a lot of the Pokemon from Gen 3. I didn't even play the games when they came out back in like Ruby and Sapphire when they came out. I didn't play the games until later on. Much later on, but TCG X and Y has a little bit of a soft spot for me, mostly just because that's when I got back in. Was playing the TCG, so a lot of those cards, like I played with them. It was kind of like my reintroduction to Pokemon cards, so that has a sweet spot. I mean, all the older stuff, a lot of the stuff that I saw, I guess everything up and through like somewhere in the Neos is where I probably called it quits. Started chasing girls and stuff instead of catching Pokemon. But yeah, I don't know. I like the gym sets for the older stuff. I like a lot of the newer trainer gallery and everything else. But I don't know. I have a little bit of appreciation for every era. Even getting back into Pokemon and missing out on a whole lot of the stuff in the middle, like the mid-era stuff. It was cool to go back and take a look at what came out, like what I missed out on, essentially. We got a Dragonite. We got a more different Dragonite. I think there's an error version of this Dragonite, too. He's like, it says stage 1 instead of stage 2 or something like that. They don't have it listed there, but I'm pretty sure it exists. Pretty sure it's that one. So in terms of if you're looking for variants for these sets, would recommend at this point in time just checking out Bulbapedia. If you Google Bulbapedia and the name of the set, there should be like a list of additional cards that show up. We got the Mega Pokemon. I definitely played a Mega Ray deck, not that one, the other one. Got the Reshiram. Reshiram's not even on. Good thing we have Reshiram. Good thing we have a Zekrom. We got the old Spearow, Brio, Meowth. I don't have the Meowth Build-A-Bear. Sometimes they add the variants here too, so I gotta be a little bit careful with that. And check the back of the binder. Just because if they don't have them and then all of a sudden they add them and I didn't check it off and it's in the binder anyway, then that can be a little bit of a tricky dicky. Ultra says Bulbapedia saved me from Google searches. Yeah, it's that's pretty much the most comprehensive. I don't know if they might be missing like a couple things, but like for the most part, pretty much everything in existence. There's a Swellow non-hollow. That must be from a deck of some kind, if I had to guess. Non-hollow variant Swellow. Josh, thank you for the 5 European Dollarinos. He says, I love you, and Ampharos is mid, just like Mudkip and Midream. I don't know if I have, I think I have the text-to-speech on. We'll see if it functions. But it might be that Streamlabs working. Streamlabs was working, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's just a little laggy. We're good. I don't have to read it.
Joshua
I don't have to read.
Shot super chatted $6.28. I love you, and Ampharos is mid, just like Mudkip and Midream.
I'd have to agree. Ampharos, Mudkip, and Midreep are pretty sucky Pokemon. Where are we at here? Altaria. We got the Rayquaza EX, Dragon Pulse, the Mega Ray. There's the Mega Ray. That's the Mega Ray that I was playing. Emerald Break. The benched Pokemon. This bad boy here was a force to be reckoned with Shaman. The old setup ability. Sick nasty. I was looking at this actually on, was it on Z&G or PWCC this week? But it got a little bit too expensive or I would have picked it up. Really cool, like alt art, but it was part of like a collection box, I think. Something like that. Alright, we got a Tranquil. Sick. Never been so excited to get a... Ultra says New Year ruined. Ultra, my apologies. For 5 European Dollarinos, I will hate any Pokemon that isn't one of my favorite 6. Jordan says the XY Premium Trainer Box. Nice. Yeah, there's some cool like alt art promo kind of stuff that went on with some of those sets. Alright, Tranquil, we're checking you off, buddy. You checked. Yeah, I got a bunch of mail to go through, so we're gonna have an upcoming stream for that. We got a nice... We ordered some Japanese singles this time. We learned our lesson. We decided maybe it's not a good idea to open versus packs and get double Wobbuffets. So I'm gonna start ordering some singles, see if we can't finish the old versus set off. Another one, the Unpheasant. 2/3 art. Delta Evolution. These are from Roaring Skies. I don't know what other sets had them, but they're pretty cool. Some of them are only like they're like commons and uncommons. This is a rare, but some of them are pretty easy to come by. But yeah, they're pretty cool. I was kind of saying earlier that it'd be cool if they just did something like this instead of having like the regular version of a card. You'd have a reverse that looks like this. It's like an extended art. You get a couple of these bad boys per pack, just to switch it up, I guess. Change the art, make it foil, make it fancy. Pokemon says Pokelector has been such a great tool. Yeah, it's not bad. Happy New Year to you as well. TCG Family says I've been using Collector, but we'll check this one out. Yeah, I'm hoping that and like there's a lot to check off. I don't know what we'll check after this set here, but like to go in and check off all of my stuff over again is going to be a very difficult, well, not difficult, it's going to be a lengthy task. So once pkmn.gg, if they add the ability for people to like view my collection without logging into my account and add those variants, I'll probably switch everything. I'll take the time and go through and switch everything over. All right, what we got next? We got a Fletchling. Pretty cute. We got a Gallade Spirit Link. All right, let's ream through the trainers here. Ladio Spirit Link. Josh says, Rattle, I probably have everything you need. Yeah, but TikTok, we got conditions required. Tat Miggy, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. Much appreciated. As much as I don't want to encourage people to give Bezos money, this is kind of like the opposite of that, right? We're gonna justify it because if you already have Amazon Prime, you can make sure that you're getting your top value with those primes. You also get a cool, colorful name if you link your profile in the Discord. It doesn't give you anything other than that, other than you get to flex your purple name. We got the Mega Turbo. This Mega Turbo is in a sleeve. Some of these are in a sleeve. Are these? I wonder if these are ones. I wonder if these are ones that I swapped out. But I would have checked them off, right? Right? Alright, we're gonna not sleeve them. And we're gonna see what happens. The Ray is also in a sleeve. I'm confused. Alright, let's leave this. Let's leave the Mega Turbo anyway. Ooh, let's not drop it on the floor. Flex your Nurple. Sector Alpha says, Rattle 1 will Pokemon TCG Live let us use XY and black and white era cards in our decks. I don't know if, I don't know how many people are asking for expanded. I'd kind of rather see kind of some sort of like tournament. Yeah, I can't speak tonight. Tournament kind of situation that you can set that stuff up would be kind of nice. I think more so than expanded. Although if, for the people that do play expanded, they probably would like to see that happen. I think there's a couple people that were, a couple groups that were setting up similar games, Pokemon type like tabletop simulator kind of things that people are using instead. So you can probably use those. I can't remember the name of them off the top of my head, but I'm sure if you do some digging, you'll be able to find them. At least TCG Live, I haven't played in a while. At least it's been pretty functional recently. So we got to give it that, right? Skyfield. This is the Skyfield that's used with that Rayquaza. You can have extra Pokemon on your bench, which is pretty cool. Kind of need that to come back. We need Skyfield back for the Mousehold deck, so we can have more Mouseholds on the bench. We got the Trainer's Mail. Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball's been reprinted like a jillion times, so that's a good one to hold on to if you have special versions of it. We don't have a Winona. Damn. Special Energy. Thunderous. All right, we're into the crazy stuff. So we are all done going through that. That is now concluded. So if we go here and we include variants. So yeah, to go in and check off 22,956 cards that's kind of daunting. So still got 7,716 remaining. Some of those are very expensive. Some of them like Crystal Charizard and Reverse Crystal Charizard. Those are some bad ones. We got the Umbreon and Espeon Gold Stars. Not looking forward to those. Gonna have to buy those someday, somehow. Giovanni's Pikachu says, how do you not have that Winona? That's a good question. Sam, are you collecting Winonas? Did you take the Winona out of that page? Alright, let's do Flash Fire next. Because it's on the top of the stack. Again, these are not necessarily in order. There are black and white sets in here somewhere. But actually, we should see... Sam says waifu tax. Oh no. The Winona. I don't know if the reverse Winona... I mean, Winona was used, but... I'm gonna go ahead and assume that Winona reverse from Roaring Skies is not expensive. But I could be wrong. You never know. Alright, let's put these in an Elite Trainer box. Kind of stand it up so that we don't lose them all over the place. Alice, I am reading chat. You need a Butterfree? Butterfree at the end there? Butterfree! I don't have a Butterfree. At least not an extra Butterfree. If there was a was there a Butterfree in the... There's not even a Butterfree in the set. Or you mean the Butterfree in... I'm dumb. Flash Fire. I don't... We're gonna see if I need the Butterfree. If not, I will gladly trade it. Let's see. What do we got here? Scroll down. Oh my god, there's so many sets. People are like, how many binders do you have? I don't know. Over 100. A lot. I think a lot. I didn't open... I don't think I ever opened a booster box of Flash Fire. So... a lot of these I'm probably missing. As we can see here with the Caterpie. Missing the Caterpie. So this is a good one. This was... would have been a little bit of a struggle if they were all as complete as Roaring Skies there. But can assure you they're not. The Flash Fire is going to be a big one. Probably a lot of the black and white sets. Stuff that I didn't open. I did receive some of it in collections, but oftentimes people didn't like protect the cards, so if they were scratched up, I didn't bother putting them in the binder. That and like X and Y, there's a lot of foil on there. Same goes with the black and white stuff. Dr. H, how's it going? Nice. Get the Did I just check off the Metapod? Or did I need the Metapod? We're gonna find out when I go to put it in the binder. We got the... but I do need the Butterfree. My apologies, Alice. This is my Butterfree. Get your own. Sorry. If I ever get if I ever get another one, I'll try to remember that you need it. Yo, you. Saying, Rattle, how many binders do you have? I get asked that a lot, and I don't know the actual answer to that. One for every main set, for sure. Some of the subsets, if they're a little bit smaller, then I might have them combined into one binder. The specialty sets. Or like the weird, like the McDonald's and stuff like that. Pop Series is all in one binder. I still need a bunch of Pop Series. What? I'm like preemptively getting these out. I guess I'm just assuming that I need most of them. James says, not a fan of Toploader binders. No, I think they're overkill. I mean, I already think it's overkill for the double sleeving that I'm doing right now. This is more like if you were playing the game, but this is kind of just what I do. whether it's a common of the cheapest variety or the most expensive cards in my collection. They're all double sleeve like this. Perfect Fit, KMC Perfect Fit, KMC Hyper Matte. But yeah, the Toploader binder, I've kind of like pondered like who the customer is for that. I think if you're traveling with your binder maybe and you have a bunch of expensive cards in it that aren't graded and you're gonna toss it in a book bag and you're a little bit worried if something gets like knocked out, maybe you do that instead if you want to have it in binder format. But other than that, probably not really a reason for it. Just like a normal side loading binder will do you wonders. If you use the ring binders, just be very careful that you don't close the binder on the ring. And I would advise, like, by the time you buy the pages and the binder, if you're putting anything expensive in there, you're probably just buy the side load binder. If you want the Dex ones that I use, I do have a code for those. You can get 15% off on their website. So the Dex protection link there, get on in there. 15% off. Code Rattle Pokemon 15. I don't know why they didn't make it Rattle 15. That would have been a whole lot easier, but you're gonna have to type it out. You're gonna work for that one. It's 15% off. We're missing the Shiftry. We got the Roselia. Jimmy says, I think the 151 binder collection is a really good buy. Yeah, the problem with that is I think you need 2 of them, is kind of the issue. But yeah, the Ultra Pro binders are also good. The Pro binders, especially. The ones with like the nice cover on them. They're very similar to the Dex protection ones. The other ones will get you by, the other Ultra Pro ones, but am I putting these right side up? But you might as, you know, it's weird. You're gonna have a bunch of really expensive cards inside it. You might as well get a decent binder. I will say though, just be a little bit careful that it's not really an issue anymore. But if you're gonna want matching binders, you probably want to go with something that isn't like a special edition, one-off, one new color, limited time, week only kind of thing. Pick something that's pretty standard. I also don't really see the need for the zipper binders either. But people like those. Again, it depends what you're doing with the binder. But for the most part, you want things to be able to breathe. You want climate control. You don't want anything that's like super confined. All right, we got the Charizords. We got the reverse Ponyta. Yeah, oh yeah. See, we're gonna take like all of these cards out, all the reverses. This is a good one. I was missing a lot. I think also Phantom Forces, maybe Furious Fists. I didn't open very much of. Jesus says if you're gonna Bitcoin, if you're Bitcoining or Dogecoining, it's going to the roof. Are we going back in time here? Are the cryptocurrencies doing crazy things? We have a Rapidash already. That's pretty cool. Torkoal. Need the Torkoal. I don't know if I checked these ones. I'm pretty sure I checked all the ones to see if there was any with like scratches or anything. I don't know what it is. Scratches, like print lines, don't care. If it's like in the foil, don't really care. If it's got like a little white on the corner, don't really care. But like scratches on holo just kind of drive me nuts. Like to know that it's like it's damage that wasn't from the factory. I feel like that's the worst kind of damage. I mean, obviously there's like creases and stuff like that, but we got the Torkoal. Check them off. Fletchinder. We got one already. Nice. We got the Litleo already. Also nice. We got the... Man, we got a bunch of these. Pyro we need, though. Alright, let's see what else we got for the comments that I missed. Giovanni Pikachu said no such thing as a bad Zard. I don't know about that. I mean, in terms of like value, I guess. There's always going to be Zard tax on it, but... Quillfish! Good thing we don't need a quillfish, because we don't have one. Feebas, we need, and we have. Eden, how's it going? Going pretty good over here. Papa Frank God, how you doing? Rattle Mac raffle. We're not raffling anything here. There's no raffles to be had. We're normalizing not buying mystery items. They're a waste of money. Buy your singles if you want to save money. Buy your own packs if you want to open packs. We got the melodic reverse that we don't have. We got a Spiel that we do have. Celio Wall Rain. Love Disc. Uh-oh. Missing quite a few here. Alright, we're into the Weasel. The Weasel era. Alright, what we got here? Music paused on us. Alex says you look so much like my army buddy. That's because I am. Wink. I'm not actually. I'm only kidding. Just in case I fooled you. Steven44, how's it going? Over there on the kick. Oh, you're beefing. You wanna... Eric says, Rattle the 5'3" army guy. Can I not be 5'3" anymore? Guys, I grew up. I don't know what age I would have been when I was 5'3", but... It's bad enough being short. I don't want to be extra short. Right? $5'4". Yes, I grew. Alright, we got the float soul. We got the free team bag from the sleeves. 4'20". 4'20" blaze it. Matthew says, excited for Paldean Fates Rattle or board of shinies. No, I'm excited to open some products. I think with those sets though, I find it not as fun because the main part of the set is going to be really small. And then the shinies are going to be like impossible to finish. So it's going to be a lot of same cards over and over again and just looking for one shiny thing at the back of the pack, which I mean, that's kind of like, it's kind of what it becomes anyway, but it just becomes that a whole lot quicker when there's not a bunch of new artwork and stuff that you're looking at. When it's the same 60 cards over and over and over again. Avalug. Oh my god. We need the first through fourth place league challenge Avalugs apparently. Don't got those bad boys. But no, I don't know. It's been a while. Shiny set. We'll see how people are like, oh no, not another shiny set. But then like when it comes out, people will probably be like blowing their mind. We're going to do a big opening on release day. What is it? The 26th? Big opening on release day. As long as all goes according to plan. As long as there isn't any delay in getting the product here. We'll do like 4 cases, I think, of ETBs is the plan. I don't think we're going to get all the shinies because there's a lot of them. Matthew says, isn't there like 100 shinies? Probably. If it's anything like Shining Fates, it's just gonna be, we're gonna have to buy singles. It's just gonna be. JT says it'll be better than Paradox Rift. I don't know. I like Paradox Rift a lot. Straight Nasty saying G-Baller with the 4 cases. Yeah. I would not advise doing that, but it'll make for a good stream. It's kind of the new thing. I find like spacing it out like that a little bit, like opening a whole bunch on release and then just waiting for the next set, kind of like makes me more excited to open the next thing, or more excited for the new set to come out. PK says, Rattle, any plans for the channel for 2024? Would like to see more Rattle in the Wild videos. Yeah, I'd like to try out some, I don't know how well it will work in terms of like connection wise, or if I can rig something up, maybe that I can like stream to my PC and then have my PC streaming, so that if I lose connection. But it'd be cool to do like a live stream, like going like Pokemon card shopping or something. Go to Toys R Us or something, maybe. Make all the Americans jealous of our Toys R Us action, or show them how pitiful it is in comparison to like what it used to be. We got Heliolisk that we're missing and don't have. We got a Duskull that we don't have. We got a Dusclops that we already have. Dusknoir. Alright. At least we got the Dusknoir. I wish we still got like Toys R Us promos or something. I wish we still had EB Games. These EB Games promos from Australia and or New Zealand those are brutal. They just keep coming out. So many promos. The sets are hard enough to keep up with, but then the variants with all the different stamped promos, and us not having EB Games here anymore, it's kind of a killer. Those used to be pretty good, because if you had extra copies of those, if you were buying your product from EB Games, I don't really buy a whole lot from EB Games anymore now that the whole pandemic sealed product issues are kind of solved. PK says, do you have any card shops near you? I do. I don't think they have a whole lot on display in terms of like going in and shopping for that stuff. They have a lot of sealed product and stuff like that, but I don't think they have a lot of singles. They used to have like a binder that you could look through. It was pretty cool, but I don't think they do anymore. Meowstick, we don't have one of those. We do have a Scralp though. I need a Scralp alt art. When? Straight Nasty says, do you mostly do pickups online or do you find them in the wild? Pretty much always online at this point in time. I was buying like before, like, I don't know, this was like 10 years ago. I was buying collections and most of those were locally. Some of them were online collection buys. But yeah, I do a whole lot more online now, just for the sake of saving time. Also, the whole collection stuff became a little bit more difficult when everyone was looking for that stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's the same reason that I don't. I'm not like buying and selling stuff on like the Facebook groups or like Instagram or anything like that, because there's a lot of extra time waste involved, potential time waste, that I just don't want to deal with. Like people that say they want something, don't actually want it. It's easier to just, if I have something, sell it on eBay or with people I know. Usually if there's people in the Discord or that are hanging around a lot, and if they want anything from the openings or any of that stuff, then I'd rather go to them than stick it on eBay. But worst case, stick it on eBay. A little bit easier to manage in terms of buying and selling stuff. I've been buying a little bit, just throwing some like low balls on like PWCC and Z&G on Sundays. We've been, well, I guess the last couple weeks, like this week there was one, but there probably wasn't like in full force, or wasn't for certain, just because it was New Year's. But we've been hanging out on Sundays in Discord and looking at those auctions. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the key. Like the sweetest of deals, typically, while saving your sanity and saving time, is definitely auctions. Just auctions that you don't care if you win. Like cards that you want, but you can't care if you win or not. That's how you're getting sweet deals. Lunatic, how's it going? Speaking of the promos, the promo god Lunatic in the chat here. I have a ginormous trade from him, so I'll include that in like the upcoming mail day stream that we do. We'll have like a buy order. Missing the Sneasel. We got that Sneasel. Missing the wrong Sneasel. Missing the Weavile. We got the Skunk though. PK says that's actually great advice. I'm gonna steal that. Yeah, and steal it away. That was like always my my strategy. Like the old PWCC auctions when they were on eBay before they got kicked off of eBay. I would just set up my my sniper like Gixxon for the eBay auctions. I'd put a bunch of low offers on stuff that I need. I'd wake up in the morning, win 7 things at like just unbelievable prices. There's a bunch of stuff that I didn't win, but it didn't matter because I was getting stuff for like half price. Or better. We got the old Stunky. Running out of perfect fits. The more different Stunky that we don't have. Still filling out quite a bit here from the old Flashfire. Stun Tank. Sleeves. But in terms of like singles, like modern singles, Troll and Toad, I've been picking up a lot of them on there to finish out the sets. Once I'm really close to finishing a set, even if I know that the price is probably going to come down on something, just for the sake of completing it, if there's, if it's not expensive stuff. Delco, thank you very much for the membership.
Delco 6th man became a member.
Alright, we got the Skun Tank. Gotta remember to check stuff off here. Really hope that the old pkmn.gg gets the share feature, the share all feature, so that like if people want to check out, if they get something, they want to see if I have it or need it, then they'd be able to do so easily, conveniently. Pokekid, thank you for the 1 gifted. Blasty says Rattle investment advice hype. Not in, well, I mean, you can use it as investment advice if you want, or just savings advice. Whether you're investing or whether you're just trying to buy stuff inexpensively for your collection, save money. Also, don't open packs if you don't enjoy it, and if you're not looking to waste any money, that is definitely something to avoid. Do as I say, not as I do. Opening packs is fun though. It's a nice little swap up, but in terms of like quantity of opening, if you're gonna collect an entire set and you want to open a couple booster boxes of it, like there's very little waste when it comes to that. But anything beyond that is kind of a waste of money, unless you're having a really good time and you know that you're wasting money. That's BK's going to Going to me for investing advice and Blasty for gambling advice. Matthew says, I'm out of space. I need a better way to store the collection. What do you got in the collection? Matthew Wheeler. Oh, you're looking for a custom display case. The IKEA Kallax. If you're looking for something affordable, IKEA Kallax shelves are like perfect size for binders. I don't have a discount code for IKEA, unfortunately, but I think they go on sale sometimes too. Could be wrong, but those are pretty surefire. They're not like the most premium of premium shelves or anything like that, but they're pretty quality for the price. They're pretty solid too. Raw dogs and the old binders, yeah, binders for life. If you want to pretend that you're a G-Baller 69 stonk dog, you can also put LEDs behind it, inside it, around it. Have all kinds of flashing lights on your Pikachu plushie. Alright, we got the Fortress. I don't have any lights on mine. It's just, they're good binder size. I was looking for some kind of option to put the binders in. Still looking at a final solution for that. I was gonna get some custom like little boxes or something made so that they would slot in, and I could put like the set logo, set name and logo or whatever on it. Be kind of cool. For the time being, we need to work on putting the cards where they belong, in their home. We got the Durant there with chip off. Shout out to Blasty, who thought it was great and hilarious that Durant was a mill type deck the majority of the time. Poker Kid says I need a Rattle 5 code for the flashing lights. There's well, I mean, you can use the Amazon code, but that's just supporting the channel. There's no discount or anything involved. If anyone's ever shopping on Amazon or shopping on eBay, I do have affiliate links for those. They're on that link tree that's in the description and in the chat there. Click on that before you shop. Support the channel at no cost to you, other than a click. Alright, we got the Flabébé. Very nice. By the way, guys, if you're selling on eBay, while we're talking about promotion, if you're selling on eBay, or if you're looking at discovering new cards or buying from reputable people, from people that are hanging out in the Discord, there is the Rattle self-promotion, Rattle Marketplace. Would heavily advise. You can basically copy paste your eBay listing into that channel in Discord, and it will be advertised at no cost to you. It's all done through affiliate links, so it supports the channel as well. But if you post something interesting in there, I can pretty much guarantee that you're going to get an extra 1,000 people that are going to see the listing. Not guaranteed it's going to sell if you price it too high or anything like that. But regardless, it's free attendees, free advertising for your listings. Great, especially for people that are starting out. There's way too many people that I think that got into Pokemon that didn't set themselves up to be able to sell stuff. And just make an eBay account. You're probably buying on there anyway, but start selling some stuff. Sell your extra stuff, even if it means that you're buying other Pokemon cards with it. Would advise building that up. Especially, there's a ton of people that were sitting on like sealed product and everything else. If they decide someday that they want to get out, that they want to sell certain items, if their collection goals change, any of that stuff, then they're like, oh crap, how do I sell this stuff? And they end up dumping it all at once to somebody at like a fraction of the price that they could have got for it if they just set themselves up to be able to sell. So there's that. If you need pro tips you can always ask in the Discord. You can get maybe a Billy tutorial. But for the most part, it's pretty straightforward. With eBay, just never fight with customers. It's kind of the golden rule. Even if someone's not a very good customer, you still just gotta deal with them, make it right, and block them, move on if they're terrible to you. Sam says vendors are parasites when you do quick buck. Yeah, I mean, some of that is like they might need it to be pretty inexpensive too, because if they're gonna sit on it, if they're not sure how fast they can sell it, if they're trying to make money on it, if they gotta pay fees, if they gotta ship it or whatever afterwards, they might not be able to offer you top dollar, especially with like game stores and stuff like that. So bring stuff into a game store, they're not gonna give you top dollar for it. Like, they need to make money, they need to pay the bills, they need to pay their employees. You get the probably rent if they don't own the building. And then who knows how long they're sitting on it for. Like, so they need that. They need to make some money on it. So that's the thing too. It's just like the more time you put into selling something, and that's why buying collections can often be like a good value. Is the fact that if somebody doesn't want to take the time to sell the individual components and get the most money out of it, then that's kind of where you save money. If you're going to sell it separately, or if there's certain stuff you want, you keep it. Certain stuff you don't want, then you sell that stuff. Or if you want to be a true flipper, you sell all of it. Drew, thank you for the 23 months. Get the Gudra. Kind of like Gudra, other than the fact that like I feel like it's kind of gross. It's got like the boogers all over it. $40% on vintage and 60% on modern. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Get top dollar from it, sell it yourself. But yeah, that's just like a lot of people don't. They're just kind of like, I don't know, it's not necessarily procrastinate, or they're just like, they don't take the step to learn how to do that stuff beforehand. We got a Pidgey. Yeah, 40% seems low for anywhere. Unless it's like some G-baller to the extreme. But that's the thing too, like you gotta know how to price stuff, you gotta know. And then individually pricing everything out too is like, also, they probably don't want to make an offer on something. Have to look through the condition of every single card, price out every single individual card. So they might just lowball because of that, to know that they're gonna make money off of it. Because that's the thing too, if you're buying collections, you probably don't want to take the time to actually go through and price every individual card and just have the person like say no to your offer or anything like that. Or a lot of people like to do the old back and forth kind of, they want to pretend they're on some sort of television show. They're going to have an offer and they're going to go back and forth and meet in the middle. Like they're Chum-Li or something. Alright, we got a little lag on the Pokelector here. Oh, there we go. Snorlax is checked off. Whoa! Tanya, thank you very much.
Tanya Hakala became a member.
Get the Centric. Ooh, we got the Rabulous. I think we got the
Rabulous became a member.
Rab, thank you. Haven't seen him in the chat, but... Oh, PSA Pikachu.
Sapakachu became a member.
Sakapachu. Alright, let's check this bad boy off. What we got here? We got the Centric. Did we check off whatever the previous? Yeah, it's the Snorlax. Alright, we're good. We're good. I have to do like an audit. Make sure that I have everything checked off the proper way. I mean, maybe we'll go through and we'll start doing like individual sets, like completing individual sets. Go hard on something to finish it. We're missing the bunnies. Some of the sexiest Pokemon. Jared, what are you doing? Making a live stream? Frosted Caribou live stream? We got the fledgling. Josh, what are you doing? You're also sleeving stuff? Oh, you made it to a live stream. You did. You're here. Welcome in. We're about an hour in now. I still have a giant stack here. We'll see how long we go. At least 2 hours. Maybe we do 3. We'll see how it's going. This one's taking quite a while. Mostly because I'm missing a lot of the reverses. So we're sleeving. We're taking out and sleeving a lot of stuff. We need the reverse hollow blacksmith, and we do not have one. That's a shame. Reverse hollow Lysander. Don't have one of those. He was definitely playable. We got the POW pad. Alright, we'll take that. Big Boba sleeving. We got a sleeve party. Everyone starts sleeving some stuff. Sleeve stuff, ship stuff, list stuff, whatever you gotta do. It's a good time. We're in here, we're chatting. Ooh, Island G3 is saying I'm building old school decks. What kind of old school decks are you building? Is it any certain eras or just like kind of a little bit of everything? That'd be interesting to see. I never played like a lot of the older formats. We got the Pokemon Center lady. So it'd be kind of neat to go through like every era and all the most playable stuff. That'd be kind of neat. I guess you could do that with the World's decks, right? As far back as those go. Pokemon Fan Club. Reverse. Northwoods is packing the rip and ship. Yeah, there's nothing. I do like a good content. All the like long form content that's showing the chatting and everything else while I'm working on stuff. Good to have on background noise. Just Average Jeff says I need to get some of those sleeves. My Ultra Pros have too much slack. Are you talking about the Perfect Fits? These bad boys? These, I think Dragon Shield makes good ones too. I haven't tried them. I do have a discount code for Dragon Shield. I know a lot of players are like swear by them. They use those or nothing. I use the KMC Perfect Fits and Hyper Mats, but do have a discount code. It's in the link tree there for the. I haven't added it to the bot commands yet, but either or I think are pretty damn good. I'm pretty sure the KMCs are less expensive than the Dragon Shields. Dr. H uses the Dragon Shields. Well, Dr. H, you can get 5% off now. Code Rattle5. And if you click the link, you have to click the link to give the credit to the channel here, but Northwood says prefer Dragon Shield. Yeah, I can totally understand. I think if it would probably matters a little bit more if you're playing with them. But again, or if you're not sleeving as many cards as I am, maybe it doesn't make that much of a difference. Or if you want certain colors. That's the thing too. Both extremely good options. Ultra Pro, I use just the Ultra Pro penny sleeves. I think those are fine. They do the trick. They're inexpensive. Average Jeff says I like transparent. You could use a transparent outer sleeve. Jared says we ripping some more BS today. We are not. We might have given up on ripping the VS, but I do have a buy order coming in. Should be here this week. So probably do another live stream this week if it does get here, or next week if it's a little tardy. But we got some VS singles, and then I have a whole bunch of other trades and cool stuff. Definitely in need of doing a mail day stream. But these have been driving me nuts. Try and bang out the majority of these. I'd also like to do a stream in the near future with need to get the Ruby fired up. We'll do a Ruby playthrough. Think that'd be pretty fun. Maybe I can get Blasty to play with me. Get him to emulate if he doesn't have a way to capture it. With the Ultra Ball. Trick Shovel, Ultra Ball. Sweet. And we're into the Chorizo words. Alright. Do a Ruby playthrough. And then I have the I need to get an e-reader. Because I got the cards that you can swipe and then you do like the battles. But we need to play through the game first and have like a strong enough team in order to do all that stuff. Matthew says, you ever open vintage Rattle? We're not worth it at this point with prices being high for some of them. Older EX and WotC sets. I don't usually. I open some VS 4-packs of Versus. Japanese Versus. I didn't have any of the cards starting out, so it was like, it made a little bit more sense, even though it didn't make sense financially to do so. Just because the packs are so much more expensive than the singles that you can get from them. Kind of the same thing with the English end of things, but also the fact that I have a lot of the cards, so if I'm opening something and I'm not getting anything that I want, I also don't necessarily want to do like a box break or something like that. Maybe we do one eventually. If I was going to do something like that, I'd want to make it so that the price of the pack is actually the price of the pack, like there's no upcharge in any way. Maybe that could be like a fun once in a while thing. Definitely not something that I want to do all the time, personally, but we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. Never know. I like to switch things up, mostly because it just keeps things interesting. I know a lot of people aren't total fans of changes in the content or in the, I guess, the activities. I mean, the main goals have never really changed, but in terms of different content, different styles of stuff, trying out different things, that's mostly just to keep myself sane, to keep it fresh and exciting. Paul says, how do you source cards for your personal collection? A variety of ways. The ones that I purchased recently have been on eBay and PWCC auctions. Other than that, a lot of the sets as they're coming out now will do like a big opening, which is, again, that's more for the sake of like content, for the sake of entertainment, not value-wise, not advice. Do not do that. If you're trying to complete a set, just kind of wait till it cools off and buy the singles. But a lot of the new sets as they come out, completing most, if not all of it, in the live stream on release day, and then the rest of it usually Troll and Toad or like TCG Player. But yeah, in terms of like best deals, definitely, as I was saying earlier, auctions, and just have the attitude that you don't care if you win or not, and just bid low on a bunch of stuff, on as much stuff as possible, and potentially get some really, really good deals that way. But again, it's got to be stuff that like you want, but you don't really, it's not the end of the world if you don't get it. So maybe not the best option for everyone in every scenario. All right, we are missing a ton of Furious Fists, and I'm going to assume that it's mostly reverses. We're not missing the Bellsprout. See what we got here. Jared says, put in a bunch of buy it now offers today and no one accepted. Yeah, that'll happen. With the that's the thing with the consignment auctions too, is you don't have them canceling if you get like a really crazy good deal. Where if you're just like bidding on random auctions all over the place, you might have some sellers that are just like, hey, I'm not selling it for that cheap. I'm gonna, you know, potentially take the strike, that kind of thing. Take the eBay strike, take the negative feedback. Which is crazy to me. Like I don't understand why you would ever list something in an auction format and then be upset about the fact that it didn't go for enough. It's kind of part of the game. It's part of the risk, auctioning something off. Jeff saying, I just bought a Japanese Venusaur Blastoise EX and a Mewtwo Master Ball from eBay. Nice. $10 for all? That seems good. What the Mewtwo Master Ball's got to be worth quite a bit, isn't it? Like 50, 100 bucks at least. I haven't checked the prices on that stuff in quite some time, but I'd be surprised if it wasn't 50 bucks. I think last time I checked, most of the even like the less desirable Pokemon were something crazy, like 30 bucks a piece. A Salgor. The Poliwag. Yeah, there's some cool artwork. So like, I say this all the time, but some of the stuff that I missed out on is kind of the stuff that I enjoy. I don't know if I enjoy it more, but I enjoy it just as much, or maybe in a different way. Like if you weren't around for sets and you missed out on all that artwork, like there's a ton of it you can go back and look at that's like cool stuff going on. We got the Magmar. Have them already? Ooh, we do need the Magmortar though. Evan says Mewtwo is only around 130 and a 10. Still gotta be decently expensive in a raw dog, right? Near mint. I'm assuming it's near mint. Master Ball is $650. What? Alright, it seems like we're all over the place here with Mewtwo Master Ball prices. Dr. H says, I appreciate it more now than I did as a kid. It was an absolute pleasure putting the Team Rocket set together. Yeah, that and like there's a ton, like, man, there's infinite stuff that you can learn about Pokemon. And that's why, like, no matter what, no matter who it is, there's no one that knows everything about Pokemon. It's just impossible. Straight up impossible. So whether, you know, whatever you're into, there's a good chance that you can look into it a lot and become an expert in that area. It's still nice to know a little bit about everything, have a pretty good idea of what's going on, but Matthew says, when the comments look that awesome, makes me appreciate them and treat them as I would my higher value cards. Double sleeve all. Yeah, I double sleeve everything, even if it's not a reverse. The stuff that goes in the binder sets. I also feel like if you double sleeve them, they kind of like fit nice and snug, a little bit better in the binders themselves. So that's a little added bonus. But I think it is definitely overkill to double sleeve and then put it in a side loading binder. I would advise against using perfect fits if you're not going to double sleeve, just because it makes them, like if you drop a perfect fit sleeve, or if you press up against the corners or whatever like that, you potentially damage the card. The second sleeve on it kind of makes it more rigid and less prone to damage, I guess. Just penny sleeve if you're single sleeving. Poliwag. It's pretty simple Poliwag artwork, but a good one nonetheless. He's looking pretty happy. Just floating there. Back to the X and Y era. It's hard to believe. Was it 2014? Jeez. So it's so old now. It's crazy. That's the thing too, is just like the more time you spend in Pokemon, the more time, even if you're slowly hacking away, slowly adding things to your collection, like it adds up. It's crazy. See a lot of that with people just getting in that kind of overdo it. They go a little bit too hard, burn themselves out, and or run out of money. But if you take your time and you spend a lot of time, a lot of stuff should slowly go up in value. The ridiculousness that was the pandemic is not exactly what you should be hoping or anticipating. Alright, we get the Cubchoo. Or you're talking base set Mewtwo? Pokekile, what's going on? Having a great start to the new year. I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do in this 2024, but expect lots of cool content. If anyone has crazy ideas, you know, we might have to try some stuff out. As long as we're having fun doing it, that's what matters. We got a Clauncher. Yoko says, I'm chasing 151 and I'm using an oversized Toploader binder to hold them. Yeah, I've seen some people use those. I think Marina has her, I don't know if she has her new, because she traded her Evolving Skies. I don't know if the new, and then she was rebuilding it. I don't know if the new one was in the Toploader binder or both of them were in the Toploader binder, but I think she was using a Toploader binder. Again, not necessarily something that I think you need, but... Oh, we lost our tunes. Our tunes! Maybe they'll come back. And I'm going to have to make an actual like playlist and run it through like Windows Media Player or something, because YouTube, when you have too much YouTube stuff open at once, it is not happy. It gets real mad at you. It does the old buffering thing. Doesn't matter how awesome your internet is, it will just give you a hard time. I think there's a lot of people that are doing master sets at 151. That's why the prices have been so decent, holding in there. Alright, we emptied that whole page out. We got the Pikachu. It's a good one to have since it's not here. With the Raichu, we got the Electabuzz that we need. Josh says you should check out Worlds 2024. That like a meaning should go to Hawaii. That would be pretty fun. Go to the beach. Build some sandcastles. Drink out of coconuts and stuff. We got Electivire. Base set 2 Mewtwo. Is 6-7. So did you buy a base set 2 Mewtwo or you bought a Master Ball Mewtwo? I'm confused. I get that we mixed up the prices, but... Or did you get the Master Ball, but you were looking at the base set Mewtwo? Electivire. I think I checked that one off. Oh, Plusle. Look at that Plusle. I don't know if I have the Minin. These ones match too, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I feel like it's always such a letdown when there's a Plusle and Minin in a set and they don't match. Usually they do. Fresh Chat says, do you think Worlds will have Hawaii shirts? Like Hawaiian shirts? Probably. I think they... I mean, they had it in Hawaii before, right? Can't remember what year it was. Oh no, I'm missing the Minin. His brother. The poor little dude. Alright, we got Thunderous already. We got a Dedenne there that we don't have a reverse for. Is anyone out there a drowsy and or hypno collector? I don't know if I've ever met one. There's got to be a collector for each individual Pokemon for Gen 1, right? Maybe there's some weird stuff. Holy crap! Destroyed with 20 memberships. Thank you very much. Making it rain in the chat here. Oh, that is going to be going a while. Drowsy. Thank you very much, Danny boy.
Junkled became a member.
Yeah, we're playing them through too. Alright, we got the Drowsy.
Alex Ortiz became a member.
Hypno.
Thrifty TCG became a member.
Ooh, Thrifty. Paul says, what is your favorite set? I don't know if I have a favorite set.
Caption became a member.
I definitely have favorite sets kind of per era. Like Gym Challenge would be my favorite WotC set, probably.
Eric K became a member.
Modern Crown Zenith is pretty damn good. And I'm not like one to like specialty sets that much, but there's just so much awesome stuff.
Just Average Jeff became a member.
Thrifty picking them up in the lurk mode.
Matthew Wheeler became a member.
Where's that Jinx doing?
Dr. H. Quinzel became a member.
How's it gonna pronounce that now? Oh, did it stop pronouncing them? Stop saying them? The PSA Pikachu pronunciation is pretty wild. By the way, guys, if you haven't and you're looking to pre-order some of the upcoming Paldean Fates, what we got here? We can open this guy up here. We got the deals, the steals and deals there.
Mega John Zero became a member.
But also we got PSA Pikachu pre-orders for the old Paldean Fates. Again, we'll do a mega opening stream on the start.
Tequila Tyrion became a member.
Nice. It broke it. We got the old PSA Pikachu. Sweet deals for all.
581
no code
became
required.
a member.
Alright, let's see here.
Mod Cult became a member.
Dream Elements is working tonight. Doing its best. Working now. Yeah, it had to catch up. It took a little nap there. Not used to that action. Alright, we got the sleeves. Hyper mats. They're the black ones. The clear ones would be kind of cool too. Though you're not really going to see the backside. The binder's black on the pages, so it kind of just blends in.
Card Masters became a member.
Card Masters, thank you. Wait, no, it's... Oh, no, wait. Are we going...
Tour Tank became a member.
Yeah, it definitely broke. These were also the gifted ones, but now they're separate. Okay, alright. Thanks again. Destroyed. Danny. We got the Gothida. Slowly hacking away at the number of missing cards that I have. I think I was also missing something from Paradox Rift. I think I was missing one of the SIRs that I forgot to order. I need to check that binder because I have it checked off, but I definitely don't have it. Gotharita. Maybe I'll do a large Troll and Toad order after we do the Aldean Fates opening. I'll pick up whatever I'm missing from that, even though it's probably not a good idea to pick it up right away because they'll probably drop in price. As long as we're not missing too much crazy stuff. Hopefully we pull the big boys, the big boy Charizard, the big boy Iono, big girl Iono, I guess. Destroyed, in case anyone didn't know, Rattle's birthday is coming up. Leaked, doxed. Someone the other day on a video was like, happy birthday. Just random troll, happy birthday. Or maybe they legitimately thought it was my birthday, but it wasn't. I promise. Forget who it was, but... We got the Golett. Shout out to Fitz. The Golett man. My apologies, Fitz, but we need that one. Jedi Master Josh says, happy birthday, Remy. For anyone that doesn't get the joke, that was Rudy, Alpha Investments. I guess for the sake of not mentioning that he watches my videos, he had to make sure he referred to me as Remy Pokemon. I think that was about the Logan Paul fake case stuff. Pretty sure. Fresh Stat says, when did you spawn? Trying to spawn camp me? Namp is asking how old I am. So old. Old enough that I was right around the appropriate age. I can't even remember if I collect this Golurk or not. I'm gonna end up going to put these in the binder and I'm gonna have duplicates that I don't need. Machoke! Happy New Year, Checks! How you been? How you doing? As we were mentioning that you get the purple name in Discord. Purple Nurple for the Twitch sub, which is free with Amazon if you have it. If you're a YouTube member, you get to be a red name. No, there's no secret channels. No, you don't get the super bonus plus of anything. You just get a different color. Alright, what do we got here? Machamp. Number 46. We're missing the Machamp. I think this Machamp had like a holo variant or a non-holo variant or something. Yeah, it is. Never mind. And a Galaxy Holo. I guess I could just read the page. Hit my own chain. Amp says the 90 in my name spoils that I'm 33. And you're old? You think that is old? Oh boy. Then I must be extra old. Check says midway trip home stopped at Boards and Bricks in the middle of nowhere. Awesome store. It sounds like it'd be a good game store. Do they have like Lego and stuff too? Is that why it's Boards and Bricks? Game stuff. Hitmon chain. Hitmon top. We haven't seen like a Hitmon the Hitmons in like an ultra rare form, I think, ever. Oh no, there was EXs. Old EXs. Lego Distro Games and Cards. It's pretty cool. Makes sense. Do they have like the big totes and stuff with all the different organized bricks that you can buy into the individual one that you need or want? That would be something else. I mean, I guess it's not that much different than someone that's selling like Pokemon card singles. The inexpensive stuff. Bulk sales. And if people are missing a certain piece from their set or whatever. Makes sense. God's gift. Thank you, sir, for the kind words in the Twitch chat. We got the Hariyama. Amy, how's it going? Happy New Year. We need the trap inch. Ooh, we got Phantom Forces coming up next too. I'm gonna be missing a bunch of those. These like early XY sets, I didn't open enough of any of it. I think I only opened like one box of each. Something like that. Some of them I probably didn't open any. Like I don't think I ever opened Flashfire. Ooh, we got a big stack. Need the Mienfoo on the next page. Chuck saying it was pretty impressive. In a town of 1,700 people, on our way in, we saw a small billboard. Otherwise, who would know besides the residents? True. I would imagine they probably do like a lot of online sales too, though. I would think you would have to with the Lego stuff, especially the single brick sales. Whatever the TCG player equivalent is for Lego. That kind of thing. We got the Mienfoo. Check them off. Mienshao. Alright. Yeah, we're making progress here. I knew this was going to be progress. But as you can tell, it's looking a little time consuming. In terms of getting everything out of here, checking it off, sleeving it. But worth it. We're getting that number down. We want that number down below 7,000. That would be pretty cool. Happens when it happens, but when it happens, that'll be my my like Pokemon retirement. It'll be once I have everything all the way up until the newest set, and then I just have to open the newest set. Namp says, what do you think of the One Piece TCG? I think a lot of the cards look really cool. I haven't watched the anime. It's on the potential to watch, though the 1,000+ episodes is a little bit daunting. I would be a little bit weary in terms of like long-term value, just based on the track record for that kind of stuff. Be a little bit questionable. You gotta be careful with I mean, if it's stuff that you enjoy and you don't care if the value kind of tanks on it, or if the game becomes a dead card game, then that's cool. I mean, it has a huge IP that it's kind of based off of, but that's not always enough to keep it pumping. It's hard to say that, and the like Lorcana, like I don't know. I wouldn't bet on either, like long term, if we're stonk dog talking. Personally, I don't want, like, I'm not saying like I don't like any Disney movies or anything like that, but not my thing. And then like with One Piece, where I never watched it, if it was something I watched, maybe I would have that attachment to it. But also, I've seen a ton of people that are kind of like into One Piece or opening One Piece or buying and selling One Piece that have no idea what One Piece is and haven't watched it either. So just be expecting of like potential drops in value. Could be wrong, but it's always it's good to be safe rather than sorry. Sao and Akira, some of the ones that do One Piece. Yeah, the artwork is good. The card quality looks like it's also top notch. There's a lot of trials and tribulations that a TCG has to go through when it's less popular, when it's more popular, if they print too much of it, if they don't print enough of it, all that kind of stuff that if they don't do it right, they can really mess it up. That, or if just people like lose interest, is a thing too. Right, we got the Scraggy. I do love the Scraggy. Got the Kamiya Scraggy. Not sure exactly what he's doing there. Something crazy. That dude's ladder is flying away. Scrafty. Amp says I just buy it because the art is amazing, but don't buy the pricey ones. Yeah, that's the thing too. It's just like as long as you're enjoying it, just for anyone that's sinking a lot of money into it, just be careful. I mean, be careful with anything. I mean, there's a little bit. You can have a little bit more faith in card games that have been around a long time. There's gonna be highs and lows in anything, but new flashy TCG doesn't always mean a good thing, especially in where it kind of, well, I mean, it's kind of like outside of the pandemic hype dog boost, but there's also a lot of people trying to like latch onto the next stonk dog thing with your Lorcana and stuff like that. Josh says Illustrios is a real play. Okay. But I mean, like, MetaZoo just kind of, I don't know if it's totally imploded on itself, if there's any coming back for it, but that was kind of running on pandemic fumes, if you ask me. But again, it's like, if it's something that you enjoy, it doesn't matter as much. I mean, it still sucks if whatever you have is tanking in value, or it stops being made, or people just totally forget about it. Especially if you're playing the game you want people to play with. But on the other hand, maybe you still love it, and maybe it goes down in price, and it means you could buy even more of it. Yeah. We're missing the other Clefairy. Oh, look at a sneeze coming out. Maybe not. False alarm. False alarm! Clef key. There's got to be a Clef key collector too, right? Some dude that's like a janitor and collects Pokemon. He's got his key ring. Or a security guard or something. Klefki? Oh, I miss fairy Pokemon now. Those nice shiny pink boys. Dragonite? What? There's a jumbo with a Dragonite. It's like, what the hell variant is there? Alice is here to see the fairy Pokemon. What about the Vibrava? Is he cute? He's kind of cute. The little dragonfly. We need the Flygon reverse. No, we don't need the Flygon reverse. This is a cool card. We got the Hariyama in the background. What else is going on there? Oh, it's just like they're on the beach. It's all kinds of beach people. It's a fun day at the beach with your Vibrava or your Flygon and your Hariyama battling each other. We have the reverse Noivern. Reverse Lickitung. Yeah, these are clean. Matthew says, always wondered, have you ever pulled Gold Star Pokemon? I have not. I'm not going to count the Greninja. But I've not. I haven't, I don't think I've even opened any sets. I have a bunch of the Gold Stars, but never opened anything EX era. Don't do a lot of vintage openings. We kind of did a lot. We've kind of curved off into a different path there, a different meta. Opening some Versus Series packs recently. That's as vintage as I've opened, and other than, you know, like the WotC stuff that I opened as a kid. Licky Chop and Knockoff. Nice. We got Eevee. We're missing Eevee. Uh-oh. We got the Slackoth. No Gold Stars. If Pop Series 5 wasn't so expensive and hard to find right now, I'd kind of be tempted to open some of those. I don't know. I remember, I think that like the lowest I remember it being when I was in the hobby was like $50 a pack or something like that. Which, if it was $50 right now, we'd probably be opening it. 2-card packs, unweighable because the Gold Stars in that are non-hollow. So it would be a neat thing to open, but I don't know what they are now. They're way too expensive, and it's like a 1 in 40 chance, I think, to get the Gold Stars, from what people say. Namp says, also notice the Scrafty in this set has the Plusle and Min in the background. Did not notice that. That's pretty cool though. Are they the same in the like fair or whatever? It's like a shared artwork between the three. So that's pretty cool. Alex, Happy New Year. Says, question on your master sets, do you go for every English variant, including potential staff cards, other stamps? Yes. So I'm kind of on the fence of where I would cut that off, and I would probably not bother with, like, staff would probably be as far as I'd want to go, and not get into like the top 18, like the top 8, what all the like semi-finalists, finalists, whatever. Just because we get into some very expensive stuff at that point, some very difficult to find stuff. So maybe we'll see someday. Maybe we grab or get into all of that like really difficult stuff. But I think I'm happy with, at this point in time, the main sets are kind of like the main focus of what I want to grab. But if I do see variants and they're a good price, then I usually do pick them up. But yeah, like staff is probably as far as I want to go. I mean, at that point you're collecting stamps. So we'll see. We'll see. Primarily the sets themselves, then variants, then Black Star promos. Yeah. So I have separate binders for the Black Star promos and their variants. Ultra says, would you trade your collection to Mr. Beast for a Cybertruck? I would not. Although that would make it for a pretty wild YouTube video. Poke Kids watching some college football. Sounds like. So yeah, that's the primary goal. Get everything that came out of the packs. Secondary goal, get all the variants, other than like the trophy placement kind of ones. Primarily like just like all the promos and that stuff. And then I've got quite a few stamp stuff, but far from everything. So that'll be like another side quest. But if we can bang out, there's still quite a bit of expensive stuff within the sets. I was talking about it earlier. We got some of the crystals, the crystal Charizards. I don't have either of those. Stuff like that's going to be expensive. Still have some gold stars that I'm missing. We're doing good. We're missing a lot of cards still, but we're doing good. We're working away at it. We're making progress. And then kind of collecting everything as it comes out now, with the openings and the. We'll do some singles orders to finish off those. Try and get as many of the promos and the variants and stuff as they come out. But this Scarlet and Violet stuff. No Cybertruck? No Cybertruck, I don't think, in my future. I saw that someone crashed one. Maybe someday we'll have a Cybertruck. We'll get the V2. We'll let them work out all the kinks. And we'll get the Cybertruck 2. And we'll paint it like a Warthog from Halo. Ultra says, what Pokemon do you think you're missing the most cards for? That's a good question. Individual Pokemon itself? Maybe like Pikachu or Eevee, just because there's so damn many of them. Even though I probably have more of them than a lot of the other Pokemon. No, I bet. Oh my, yeah, we got a giant stack of reverses here from Furious Fists. Was missing a lot of cards. Battle Reporter. Giovanni's Pikachu says, and lastly, acquire more packs. I do have a little bit of like a sealed stuff on the side. That's more just like I've kind of always been doing it. Just kind of, it sits there, it goes up in price. Usually end up trading it for singles that I need, so other than the purpose of like entertainment value, I don't know if there's really much of a point. But yeah. Cool little side project where I was just like setting one booster box of every set aside. Now I set 2. Starting with Scarlet and Violet, every ETB, every booster box, every like specialty product. Giovanni says, can you discuss optimal times to acquire promos and how certain things could change that? I guess it depends largely on what the promo is, but I mean, if it's like a limited promo, if it's like a order something from the Pokemon Center and get it for free, then like get it from the Pokemon Center for free. Do that if you can. But if it's something like a collection box promo, then you probably just want to wait until that product is like a bunch of people have opened it. If people end up breaking down the product, like those promos end up getting very inexpensive. Short of like weird stuff, like there was a Dragonite that became playable and it was like $12 or something. For the most part, like after people open the products, the promos themselves become pretty cheap. Might be a little bit of a premium on certain stuff that they like to print promos that are playable, or like reprint cards that are playable in promo form, like with a different artwork or whatever, just to keep the game inexpensive, which is, I think, pretty good way of doing it. But yeah, it depends like highly on what the promo is. If it's something that seems like it's most of them aren't time sensitive. But if it's something that you get it for free for like buying something at GameStop, or you get something for like that kind of thing, you might as well just go buy something from GameStop and get the promo, or buy it while people are getting a bunch of them from GameStop. Alright, we got the stadium. We don't have a focus sash. Damn. Baloney man saying, I appreciate your love for the cards, and I love all the stuff on your channel about whatnot and scammers. Just listening gives me great laughs when I'm at work. Thanks, Rattle. No, thank you for watching. Glad I could make you laugh. But yeah, don't let the content fool you. The scammers will sometimes say, they'll be like, oh my god, Rattle he's so negative. He hates Pokemon. He's just trying to destroy the market. No, I just don't like bad people doing bad things, taking advantage of people, ripping people off. And yes, don't worry, we're still enjoying the Pokemon. If I didn't enjoy Pokemon, I wouldn't be here. It's been over 10 years now, I think, since I got back into the hobby. Learned a lot of things. At certain points, you do have to like switch up what you're doing in order to not like burn yourself out. But there's so many things in Pokemon, whether it's playing the game, playing the card game, playing the video game, collecting the cards, collecting old cards, different sets, that kind of stuff, that you can basically always just switch it up and not feel gassed, or just take a break if you need to. But yeah, don't let too much of that stuff stress you out. I do want to make sure everyone's warned so that you can be aware of potential ways that you can get ripped off, especially for new people. They're pretty susceptible to getting hosed, but yeah, not everyone's bad. There's lots of cool people with good intentions that will not pull your pants down when you're not looking. Karina, we have a Karina. Okay. Maintenance, we don't have one of those. Mountain ring, we have one of those. Sail fossil. Cool. Giovanni's Pikachu says, so recently I was at Best Buy getting a couple packs. My excuse was stocking stuffers. And I got 3 promos handed to me without even asking. Yeah, I mean, with Best Buy, with like what was EB Games and now GameStop in Canada, like, and it just depends what employee is working, whether they give you like more than one promo because you bought more than one Pokemon item, what item you bought, how much you had to buy, that kind of thing. But for the most part, if you want that stuff, those where you get it for free if you just buy something, it's probably a good way to go. Or like I said, if there's not like any product that you actually want, then while they're available, they're probably at their cheapest. Where the boxed stuff, there's certain like Black Star promos that if you just go on TCG Player, oh man, ugly. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. 6 months of it. Much appreciated. I know that's a pain in the butt to go in there and do it, but I do appreciate the Twitch Primes. Free with Amazon Prime for anyone that can be bothered to set it up. It is a little tricky. I think we figured out that you can't set it up on mobile. You do have to go on desktop, or maybe it's a different way to do it on mobile, and it's just really hard to figure out. They make it as hard as possible, right? They don't want you to get top value for your Amazon Prime membership. All right, we got the tool retriever. I don't know what I would do with like a gun that shoots hands. You just like whip them around and spank yourself. All right, we need another pack. These are the outer sleeves that I use, the hyper mats. I use them for both my physical decks and for my double sleeve and my binder copies. Yo, you says scammers beware, you're about to get rattled. Yeah, the scammers know. They're usually pretty scared. That's the thing. I don't know. You don't have like people are like, oh my god, you followed me. What did I do? I'm like, oh, you didn't do anything as far as I'm aware. But as long as you're not ripping people off, you're probably safe. You don't have to worry about me coming after you. If you are ripping people off, different story. Then you should be worried. I just really like your page. It's funny too, like the people will be like, "Oh yeah, you're so good for the community," and they'll drop like all the like the stuff that like clearly they're not watching the videos. If they're slamming me with the C word all day, every day. Oh, we got the reverse special energy of the fighting variety, strong energy. That's the true test. They're like, Rattle, I love you. Community, community, community. Like, yeah, you probably don't watch. It's the biggest giveaway. I totally understand it though if people don't watch anything and everything. Or everything, I guess, because put a lot of videos. We've reduced it a little bit. Try and make it a little bit more easy to keep up. Keep it to the five videos a week now. And or replaced by live streams if there's not too much going on. If there's too much going on, probably no live stream. But try and keep the videos more entertaining, more to the point, more when they're necessary. Also, just one every day to produce something that's decent is it's tough to do. You either have to put a ton of work into it or it's gotta suck. Community, the C word? Yeah. Paul says, love the podcast. Yeah, we'll see. We might have to do another podcast. You have to tell PK he's in the chat there if he wants to do a podcast. I got a little bit of podcast taste last night. We were on with Basic Trainer for his 24-hour New Year's shindig, and I ended up staying on there way longer than I intended. Went to bed way too late, but it's okay. Jeff says only lets you pay money on Twitch Mobile. That's dumb. Yeah, that's pretty dumb. J-Dubs, is that you on the Twitch? Have to pay on here. Yeah, I think you have to go on desktop. Whenever you're on desktop next, if you do. Thank you. I'll thank you in advance. Thank you very much. It also kind of sucks that it doesn't renew every month when it's like you're free. As long as you still have Prime, you would think it would let you. They're going to make you work for it. They're going to make sure you have to go in. And it doesn't expire every month. It expires like 30 days from when you use it. So it's... Trying to remember that is not easy. Alright, what do we got here? The old Phantoms? Phantom Forces? We're missing a lot of Phantom Forces, so this might be another long boy. We got the Venonat to start it off. Giovanni says you were popping in and time kind of flew. Yeah, it did. And then I was like, oh, I'll just have another glass of wine. Oh, we'll just do like one more New Year's. I don't know how he managed to hold in there and how he was still not sleeping and this evening. I would think that you gotta at least have a nap. Maybe you don't go to bed for the entire day and then you're up at night, but... Alright, what do we got here? Yan Mega. Drew is God mode mod. I was talking about that earlier. It was like if he can manage to get into all the PK lives that aren't scheduled or a certain time, that is like true God mode. That's like what was the hardest difficulty on Halo? Legendary? Giovanni's Pikachu says it eliminates constant auto renewal disputes. Maybe. I would think that would be more to do with like the fact like a normal membership, like you might not want that to auto renew. But if it's a free one, like if it's your free Twitch Prime, Amazon Prime, at least give people the option. But I kind of see why they don't, because they don't want to pay that out if they don't have to. Or they don't have to pay out as many. Uh-oh, we lost our tunes. We got the old YouTube swirly of death. Sawaddle. I like Sawaddle. And I kind of like Levani, other than the fact that if you've ever watched the anime and you hear the noises coming out of that thing, I couldn't possibly own that Pokemon if I was in the Pokemon world. It's just like screaming at you. A Dragonite as well, I guess. He's always just making weird screaming noises. We got the Fletchinder. I think with like the paid ones you can make it auto renew on Twitch, but with the Prime you can't. Oh, we need to hold on. We need to get rid of the stack before it falls over. I'm gonna put it in the old Elite Trainer box here. PokeKid says Rattle, I didn't kick the jockey. Did you kick the friggin' music bot? Better not have. Kicking the music bot. Next you're gonna be kicking the friggin' the YouTube bot. We're gonna need something to prop that up, so we're gonna use my insurance card. Blessy says, oh, they definitely want you to miss a few days each month on the renew, because then you end up with getting 11 months. Yeah, or you just forget altogether. It's not like something you just like... Or like the people that don't use Twitch that would go on and like subscribe and then just leave it there for years as their free tendies. Alright, what we got here? Fletchinder. We got the Talonflame. It's a cool Talonflame. It's like over top of the buildings. I already have the reverse. We got a Litleo. PokeKid, if you kick the Digglebot, I don't know if you can kick the Digglebot, but if you do, you are in so much trouble. Diglett never did anything wrong to you. Unless you accidentally sat on him. Say the Fletchinder was better? Fletchinder was not better. That Talonflame is sick. The Fletchinder is good, but... That's a good Talonflame. We got the Pyroar. Nice. Future Forest. It could be. Get in there, Pyroar. There's a non-holo and a Cosmos that I need for that are probably from some kind of theme deck, if I had to guess. Again, if you look on Bulbapedia, it'll tell you like what they come out of, like what product. Crabby! That is one happy crab. He's having a blast. Shadowless Altart says, Rattle, did you see I finally traded for the Moon Kitty? I didn't. Did you post it in the show off your stuff? I haven't checked in there in a little bit. If it's in there. 3 more rainbow cards and Evolving Skies is mastered. Yeah, that set is that's a brutal one. There's a lot of chase cards. I think the majority of it's probably not that expensive now. Yeah, there was still quite a few of the rainbows that that I was missing. That's one thing. Like the rainbows, people are kind of like. They're not crazy about them. They're not expensive, but they are not. They're not easy to pull. All the Sword and Shield sets, those like rainbow rares. There's so many different rainbows and alt arts and everything else. I like that Kingler too. Some good artwork in this set. It's like I haven't looked at it in a long enough time that a lot of this is new. We got a Croconaw going for a swim. The old Feraligatr. Oh, we do need the reverse on him. That's pretty cool. Congratulations on the Moonbreon, though. It's a nice one to get out of the way. It's got to be a nice feeling. Finneon. The Gator. Feraligatr. Max loves Totodile. There's a lot of people that like Totodile. He's definitely one of the starter favorites. I don't know if there's ever been a poll of like what's your favorite starters to see like which ones are the, but I would imagine that he's probably towards the top if I had to guess. What Krabby going with? I think the Krabby was kind of stood out a little bit more to me personally. He looked pretty cool. Luminion. Luminion with the friggin' like the double alt art recently. The Brilliant Stars and the Crown Zine. Both very cool looking cards. For a fish, anyway. Fancy fish. Max says I love Cyndaquil too, but Chikorita sucks. I like Chikorita the best out of the 3. I don't know, I think a lot of the grass Pokemon I like best from the starters. I usually don't keep my starter anyway till the end, but if I had to. We got the old Frillish, the Jellicent. Alright, we got some of these reverses for some reason, somehow. I think I only opened one box of this. Maybe. Matthew says Luminion very underrated. Yeah, if you like fish Pokemon. Definitely playable as well. Saw some play. We got the Manectric. We got the Mega Manectric. I miss Mega Pokemon. Ooh, we got Pachirisu. I like Pachirisu as well. Maybe my favorite Pikachu clone that isn't Plusle and Minun. Maybe third place. Third place Pikachu clone. Yo says my only gripe with Chikorita is I refuse to fight the Cyndaquil line. Or trade it over from another game. I feel like that's cheating. Grass starters are best starters. For the most part. Bulbasaur definitely wins. We got the Joltik. Oh no, not the Night March. That used to be the biggest pain in the butt. There was nothing worse than losing the Night March. It sucked. Giovanni says this tune hard. Yeah, we get something wild going on here. Let's see what it is. Still Rashna. Everything we're listening to is Rashna. This is Monster Hunter Rise. Rachna Kadaki theme. Fan made. We got the Monster Hunter tunes. The Joltik. We got him. Galvantula. We need that in a reverse. It's one of those things like the old reverses. Short of like finding a kind of broken up collection or something like this. Like finding these individually without scratches on them would be not fun. We'll just put it that way. If you can find a game store that has like a crap load of them in stock, that's always a good option too. There was one place that we went in Toronto. I was there for the regionals. That had like binders and biters of this stuff, which is pretty sick. And that would definitely be the way to go. Like I tried to buy like everything that I was missing from Sword and Shield in terms of reverses, which is not that many, but there's a lot of those big sets. There's a lot of reverses. Chikorita gets a pass. Helioptile. Oh, he's got the jelly beans in the background. The old jelly bean action. Grass Cat for the win. I wish Grass Cat wouldn't evolve into the weird hands that it has. The weird paw, the triple ball paw thing going on. Kind of weirds me out a little bit. Helioptile is so cool until it evolves. He's still a pretty cute little guy. You don't like Heliolisk? You just not evolve them. Oh, we have the Heliolisk reverse already. Zubat, we don't have one of those. That's a shame. We do need the Golbat. Shuttle says, finally pulled that pesky reverse Corphish to master Brilliant Stars. It took seriously forever. I probably had one somewhere. I'm kind of glad that as I'm opening these new sets, the Scarlet and Violet sets, I'm putting all the reverses in order, like sleeving them all and putting them in like 4 rows in order, set order, so I can be a little bit more helpful on those. But yeah, my Brilliant, some of it's probably organized, but like, man, my Sword and Shield stuff is, I didn't organize it enough, you might say. It's all sleeved and it's all like mostly grouped together, but to put it in order is a whole different ball game. We got Crobat with the jelly beans, but we don't have Crobat with the jelly beans. Crobat, Golbat, Gengar with the jelly beans, Mega Gengar with the jelly beans, Wobbuffet that we need. Don't you dare say it, guys. The versus Wobbuffets that we got. Charlotte says Sword and Shield is way more brutal than Scarlet Violet for reverse. Yeah, the double reverses definitely help. Otherwise, it would be the kind of the same battle. Trying to get all the reverses is way more of a challenge than it kind of should be. Although, I don't know, maybe that makes it more special. Like later on, like somebody trying to put a Sword and Shield set together later on with like a fusion strike with reverses that aren't jacked up. It was just, that does not sound like fun. Like these sets are bad enough and they're only like 119 cards in the set. When you start doubling that, that does not sound like a good time. Alright, we already have the Swalot, the Mana, Masharna, Litwick, Lampent. Holy crap, we have all these. What's going on here? Oh, we need the Pumpkaboo. Another Night March Pokemon. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight thinking about it. PokeKid says, if you need Fusion Strike or Reverse Hollows, I got you. No, I'm good for Sword and Shield now. Although I think I was missing 2 that I need to pick up. I can't remember what they were. I wrote it down somewhere, but I also have the binder here to remind me. There was something that I had it out of order, so I didn't realize that I was missing the reverse. Another Night March Pokemon and Jelly Beans. Gourgeist. Alright. Yeah, Fusion Strike that doesn't fit in a 480 card binder is, I would definitely describe it as gross. Too big. And then all the chase stuff as well. You almost like hit all the chase stuff before you get all the reverses. Gourgeist. I don't know. I probably purchased some of them as singles. Maybe not though. I opened a lot of Fusion Strike. We got a Gligar. Cello says lv.x XL binder for Fusion Strike. Yeah, that works. I used 2 of the Dex 9s, which also does the trick. It's just weird to have it in 2 binders. Galaga. Most of all the modern stuff requires like the 480 boys, the big boys, the 12 pockets. Let's go. Happy New Year, Cyril. Welcome in. Josh says, still floating off my Espeon pull on the Saturday. Join the Discord. Yeah, that was banging. You got the sleepy Espeon on the roof. Espeon VMAX. That was sick. It's a good one. That and the Gengar. Pretty sick, nasty. It's a good set. It's just too friggin' big. Joshua says, Happy New Year, Rattle. What was your favorite set of 2023? Probably got to be the Zine. The Crown Zine. Chef just saying, what up, Rattle? Thanks for spicing up the basic trainer live. I don't know if I spiced it up. I was glad I could help him out. He must have been in some pain at that point in time. It's a long live stream. I mostly can't believe that he wasn't sleeping or napping or something. Boldor. Running out of perfect fits. City in Flames, best set of 2023. Loupe, you must be kidding, right? They've been doing a weird thing with like combining too many or too little sets together. With these recent, like with Scarlett and Violet. Like the 2-set combination is pretty good. Obsidian was 1 set and then it was a bunch of decks. So that kind of ruined it. But then the ones with 3 sets combined are like too big. Like the IRs are just... It's so hard to get them all. And then also it's weird because Paradox, they like dialed up the difficulty on pulling like SIRs and stuff, which is probably necessary because it was weird. You were like... You'd pull all the like supposed rarest stuff, but then you'd still be missing a bunch of the IRs because there'd be like 34, 35 of them or whatever. Paldea was like perfect balance. Or no, Paldea was 3, right? Scarlet Violet base was perfect balance. Take it back. Paldea was big. And so was Paradox. They had like the friggin' 34 IRs. Which is wild. Like there's like no way to pull them all. I mean, there's a way to pull them all, but it just ends up taking like an insane amount. Yeah, I think Pokemon has been like knocking it out of the park with the IRs, or just a cool addition, cool little like side rarity to the SIRs. And I do think the SIRs were maybe a little bit too easy to get. Whether or not they're too hard to get now with like the recent change, maybe. Giovanni says Scarlet and Violet base deserves a little more credit, in my opinion. Yeah. I think it was awesome. I think it was a good set. I think the size of the set was like, it was perfect. It was like, you can open it. You gotta open way too much product to open it, but at least you can physically open it. Like 3 cases or whatever it took me. Taking more than 3 cases is just wild. Cyril, thank you for the 6 months of Prime. On the old Twitch Prime. Free with Amazon Prime once a month. Average Jeff, thank you. Much appreciated. The extra effort getting on the PC, getting on the Mac, whatever you're getting on. This Honchkrow is also pretty awesome. I like him. I like him a lot. Cosmic Eclipse? Yeah, Cosmic Eclipse is banging. It's crazy to think that like people weren't really crazy about Cosmic Eclipse when it came out. It's like, it's so good. It's still back in a time where most, like, a lot of people were like, oh, screw modern, like, vintage only boys. But, I don't know. It's dumb that you have to be on desktop. Yeah, it's pretty dumb. I don't know. That might also just be like a, trying to prevent people from exploiting or taking advantage of the fact that they get it for free. They make you work for it, that's for sure. We get the Mighty Anna. So, and there's something cool. Like the background artwork in the set it's pretty good. And like a drawbridge there. Paul says, I can't imagine having to open 3 cases. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, like Paradox, Rift, or Paldea Evolved. Like 3 cases, there's no chance you're finishing the set in 3 cases. Like, essentially impossible. Josh says, I wish I could open 3. Josh, you open a lot of cards. Might be, I don't know what it adds up to in terms of total quantity, how many cases that would be, but Matthew Wheeler, Unified Minds 2. I wish I had a case of it to open. Yeah, back then, like Sun and Moon, like I was opening, I think like late Sun and Moon, I was opening like 2-3 boxes, something like that. Which is still like, compared to the average, it's quite a bit. You meant 3 more cases on top of that? Purloin. We're in the era of Pokemon where they make them like weird and cutesy. Versus like, I don't know if anyone's seen the comparison of like old Vulpix kind of stuff and then new Pokemon like Purloin and stuff like that. They're like, they got the big eyes. They're almost like Disneyfied. Jeff saying, you're welcome. I got you next month too. Much appreciated. It adds up. And I do like the fact that it's a good way that people can chip in, support. If they already have it. Like don't get Amazon Prime just for the sake of getting the Twitch Prime. But if you already have it and you're not using it already, that Lipard's kind of good. It's on like a statue of one of the legendaries. It's like a Reshiram or a Zekrom leg or something. Is that what's going on there? What statue is that? Giovanni says, but make sure you drink that. Do not drink Prime. Don't do it. It's gross. Scam juice. Crime. Alright, we got the Lipard. Not a Lipard fan, but that is a nice Lipard artwork. Skarmory. Michael Jordan statue? I don't know about that. Can't say I've ever seen Michael Jordan's feet, but don't think they look like that. We got a Bronzor. I feel like Bronzong always has like an ability that does something crazy with energy, right? Is that a thing? Is there any Bronzors that don't have an ability? It's just that Pokemon that always gets one. Matthew says, I'm a convenience store clerk, sell the shit out of Prime, and yes, it's nasty. It's not. It's so bad. I got free Prime and I didn't drink it because it's that bad. And I like drinking things. I also just hate aspartame. And it's just, it's just entirely, the aftertaste on it, just like, oh God, it's bad. We got the Escavalier. Escavalier. For all you non-French. Ding, ding, ding. The Sword Boy. Aegislash. How did these like Sword and Shield Pokemon not get featured in Sword and Shield more? I guess they didn't want them to outshine the actual Sword and Shield Legend doggos. Gorman says I'm a G-baller, I drink Prime. Oh, gross. Like that prison swish or whatever they make. I imagine it tastes a lot like that. They take like the artificial sugar and they make weird drinks in their toilet. Swirlix. I like Swirlix. Kind of a cute little puffball. He's got the jelly beans. Uh-oh. We need a new pack of sleeves. Josh says Phalanx the best Gen 8 Pokemon. I don't know about that. I think it's probably Atrum. Atrum's pretty cool. Oops. Blasty says, except there's more criminals involved with Prime. True. Allegedly. Slurpuff, we got one already. Dedenne, we got one already. Diancie, we got one already. Dino, we don't got one already. Allegation juice. If you could somehow like ferment things with fake sugar instead of real sugar in a toilet. I don't know how they did it. Some serious magic, lab magic. Is KSI awesome though? I don't know if it's, I don't think it's high fructose corn syrup. I think it's more aspartame. Sucralose. Sucralose tame. High sucralose syrup. So they can pretend that it's healthy, but it just tastes like shit and probably worse for you. I like that head dragon. We got the crazy jelly beans going on. There's a Cosmos version of it too. Dang. Probably from a deck. Probably from a theme deck. Don't have one apparently. We got a Goomy. Got one already. Sligoo. Man, I'm missing all of the Sligoos, but we're getting them. We got them. I mean, if I'm gonna drink anything that's similar to that, I'm just gonna have Gatorade. And if for some reason Gatorade doesn't exist at wherever I am and I really need a hydrating beverage, then I'll grab a Powerade. Apple, the green apple Gatorade, guys. If you've never had it and you see it at a store, try it. Not sponsored by Gatorade, but if they did want to sponsor me, I'm down. Send me all the green apple Gatorades and I'll drink them all day, every day. We got a Firo. Yeah, there's the whole like I mean, I guess there's two reasons. Like, you probably don't want to support Logan, and then you probably also just don't want to drink something that tastes like shit. Oh no, we're missing the Chansey. We have, oh cool, the Galaxy Hollow with that bad boy. I feel like that was in like a big ass product for some reason. Big collection box, mega premium collection box or something. That's one thing too. I hope that like pkmn.gg will let you share your collection and let people see it, but also hope that they add like the description, like an easy way to check off all the variants, have all the variants, and then have like a description that's easy to bring up, and it'll show you like, hey, this is where it came from. That'd be sick. Make master sets accessible. That giraffe egg is looking pretty special. Toys R Us edition. Toys R Us in the background there, across the field of flowers. Oh, they should have had a giraffe rig Toys R Us promo. Be sick. I don't think they ever did. Missed opportunity. Maybe they didn't want the confusion. Jedi Master Josh says music question mark. This one is, hold on. This one's Monster Hunter Rise. Oh, it died on me. The last one was Crown Tundra Battle, Galarian Moltres theme. Hold on, we're buffering. We angered it. It's okay though. It'll come back. There it is. Cross branding not so good. I don't know. I'd love a giraffe rig Toys R Us promo. I'm gonna pitch it next time I'm at Toys R Us. I'll tell the random employees there that that's what they should do. We got a Whismer. Don't have one. We got a Loudred. Do have one. Gorman, Happy New Year. Christmas was pretty dang good. Got to see the family. Took a few days off. Worked my buns off to make sure I had a few videos kind of lined up. But it was nice to take a little break. We got the Reggie gig. Is he grabbing a sign? Josh says the Galarian birds make me mad and happy at the same time. I don't know, I kind of like them. What do you think about the dogs? The new dogs. Now that we're getting the other two. Bunnelby. Wait a minute. The X Cloud. Okay, we didn't need the X Cloud. Regigigas. Bunnelby. Josh says Paradox is cool because it's actually different. I mean, yeah. It's kind of the same but different. Same idea, variation on the Pokemon. Just because they're past and future instead of regional. Diggersby. It's a cool Diggersby. Just going at it in that cave. But we really didn't need regional variants on legendary Pokemon that were unique to a specific reason. I mean, maybe. But they're still unique. They just have special friends across the globe. We have a Fletchling. We don't have a Furfrou. I forgot Furfrou even existed. Look at that little guy. So we don't see it very often. One of those forgotten Pokemon. Gorman finally finished my 151 set on Christmas. Congrats. Cutie Poochie. Alright, let's check that little bad boy off. I don't know, I kind of forgot that he had a star tail too. Like the Lux Ray kind of line. We got AZ. I think we should have had more Mega Pokemon, obviously, honestly. Everything should have been a Mega. Jeff says Toys R Us won't be around in 5 years. Probably not. Too many toy sections in Walmart if people really want to go in person, and then also just all the online stuff. There might be like a Toys R Us online. Maybe there's room for that. Battle Compressor, also playable AF. Search your deck for up to 3 cards and discard them. Pretty tricky dicky. Use that and the old Versus Seeker and junk. Let's pump Toys R Us. I mean, to be we have Toys R Us still here, and Target failed and is gone forever after their huge kind of mishap opening up in Canada, closing all the Zellers and then opening up Targets all the way across the country. And their like system, their inventory system was all jacked up because they decided to use a new system instead of the one that was, you know, already in place in the US. Everything got messed up. Gone. Giant waste of money. With the old Dimension Valley with the jelly beans. Jelly Bean Valley, baby. Alright, what we got here? We got a hammer. Dimension Valley, we got the hammer. Enhanced hammer. The hammers are always the... Giovanni's Pikachu says those are pricey. Which are pricey? Toys R Us promos? Yeah, they're probably pretty expensive. I think I had there was a Pikachu that I had, and I think I sold it because at one point in time I wasn't planning on doing the promos. This is like when I first started, or first got back in. Now I'm probably gonna regret it because that's probably expensive. We got the Gengar Spirit Link. There's a Sheen Hollow. Oh, there was like a promo Gengar, Mega Gengar box, wasn't there? I think. With the shiny one or something? Maybe? Yeah, the shiny one. That's probably where that Sheen Hollow comes from. If I had to guess. We're making serious progress here. Although these are like the sets that I'm gonna need the most. I think there's like an Evolutions set in here, or like partially complete set. That we don't need any of those, but hand scope. Ooh, All right, let's do this last page. We're almost done. The Phantom Forces. Ooh, we got the old. Remember this? The item cards, the flare items. Very cool, very classic. We got the old Lysander's trump card, which was playable. Oh man, I hope I didn't miss anything that was on the back side of any pages. I think that was just a space savings thing. It might have been on like the next page, and then Sam just tucked it in there. We got the Manectric Spirit Link. The new like ace specs that are coming out are pretty cool. They're pretty flashy, like pink and blue. Burn your eyeballs out. The old Spirit Link. Beauty. Sycamore. I didn't even check to see if I needed Sycamore. I do. Okay, good. We put them in the perfect fit already without checking to see if I needed it. Zach says, always thought you double sleeved. Yeah, we're double sleeving. Hold on, we'll show you the next one. We got the perfect fits, and we got the outer sleeves. KMCs in both. For anyone that likes Dragon Shield, I have a discount code for Dragon Shields, which are also good. I think they're a little bit more expensive than these. I've always used these, but I know some people, especially players, are like really particular and really like the Dragon Shield. So, unfortunately, I don't have a discount code for the KMCs, but it's still what I use. All right, we don't have a Robo Substitute. Do roller skates. Oh, we got that's an energy up in the top there. Roller skates we have. Shauna we don't have. Shout out to Jedi Master Joss. #1 Shauna collector. I don't know if he's got this one or not. Pokemon says, I've heard you say my name out loud. We all win. What? Not that I'm aware of. I don't think we win. We win the power of friendship. We got a steel shelter. Cool. We got a whistle of the Target variety. We were talking about Target, and speak of the devil. There's the old Target whistle. That's all the standard issue to all the managers at Target. Giovanni's Pikachu says Dragon Shields are good, but I would rather not. Yeah, I don't know. At this point, I kind of just want to keep everything consistent, so I'm not going to switch over. But if people are, I know there's people that do binder with Dragon Shields, but for the most part, players are the most particular, I guess. If you're playing all the time, you're shuffling all the time, and you prefer the sleeves, then to buy a set to sleeve your deck that you're using is not a big deal. If you're sleeving thousands of cards with Dragon Shields, it's gonna add up. But yeah, the KMCs are my go-to. Don't buy the Ultra Pro Perfect Fits. They're not good unless they've changed their recipe. They're always like different sizes sometimes, and they're like crunchy on the edge. It's not good. They're penny sleeves. Awesome. Perfect. Exactly what they need to be. Perfect fits, not so much. Dragon Shield. Play Dragon Shield. Protects with your other preference. Yeah, that makes sense. Scarlett says, I just love the crystal clears for my binders so I can pull them out and look at the backs. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you don't have to worry about them being like, these are matte, so like they're good for like shuffling, but I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's good for shuffling if you're putting in a binder, so do what works. If it works, it works. Versus Seeker. Oh, I don't have the Versus Seeker. Yeah, so the Versus Seeker combo is put a supporter card from your discard pile in your hand, so you can like discard it, and then you can bring it back with a Versus Seeker. It's pretty nasty. Pretty nasty combo. Very played combo. Alright, we got the double color. And we do have the mystery energy already. We got it. We good. That's probably where we're going to stop for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you take that link tree, save it somewhere. Make sure you're using the discount codes. Take advantage of those. Also, much appreciated to anyone who has been or will be clicking on those links before you shop on those places. Again, don't go out of your way to buy something if you're not going to buy it anyway. But I made sure that all of those places are good places to shop. Don't buy mystery crap. It's not worth it. Make smart purchases. That's it. 2024. Happy New Year. Love you guys. See you next time.